Hey you guys, what was I gonna say? A long time ago that some of you guys wanted to see my no fun. Are you guys like kind of sideways? And I'm sorry, I'm just getting to it now. I've been really busy and I just got a new camera so I can finally film again. So pumped about that. This one actually has a viewfinder, so if I'm like looking across, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can actually like make sure I'm in frame instead of like looking down way over here. So anyways, that's that. I just did my eyelash extensions video, like how to do your own eyelash extensions at home, and that'll be up before this video. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. I don't even use concealer most of the time. It's very rare that I use concealer. So this is no foundation, no concealer, just butt naked. Why did you even put makeup on? Anyways, I have this burp. Whenever I turn the camera on, I have like constant burps. They're just like, the walls are being worked on in my actual room, so I'm like sitting in my closet here on the floor, so it's a pretty weird angle. So first off, I've always put something on my lips, and the one that I've been loving recently is the My Pretty Zombie. This is in their new collection. It is coming out July 1st. Sorry, I had to blank. I get my June and July mixed up. Anyways, it's coming out July 1st. This is the My Pretty Zombie Going Nowhere lip balm. Holy crap. Okay, so first off, this smells amazing. This actually smells like one of my favorite scented lip things ever. I think it's just my favorite scent because it was my first like lip balm thing and I got it with my mom. Actually, I have it right here. Obviously, this is like hella old, probably like 10 years old. And I don't use it on my lips, obviously, but I kept it for the sole purpose of binding it again, hopefully sometime, because I love the scent of this. It's just so nostalgic but like beautiful, and it's starting to go off, so it doesn't quite smell exactly like it did, but this smells exactly like it does, or it did, you know, like it's supposed to smell. It is so good, you guys, and I've kept it for the sole purpose of getting another one, but now that I have one that smells exactly like it, Another thing I like about this lip balm is it's not a super oily, slippy consistency. A lot of lip balms I find are slippy and oily, glossy, I mean. But this one isn't. It's just very moisturizing and like kind of thick. The perfect lip balm formulation to put underneath liquid lipsticks is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. This is the Becca First Light Primer, and any primer really you can use. It totally doesn't matter. I just like this one because it adds a little bit of a glow, like nothing shimmery or anything, just a little bit of like a natural glow, and I like that. But any primer works. That a lot of people who stop wearing foundation find this to be true as well. I had a very oily skin type when I wore foundation, and when I stopped wearing foundation, I became more normal to dry sometimes. I have a couple dry patches right now, which is totally uncommon for me. It's just I haven't been keeping up with my skincare. That's why I also have a couple spots. Normally, my no foundation routine takes me under 4 minutes if I'm not talking, but I mean, obviously, we're already at 6 minutes on the video and I'm just putting on my primer, so. Okay, so I am taking now, for those of you that don't know, I'm in the transition of being cruelty-free, and this is the one thing that is like not cruelty-free that I'm gonna use up, and then I'm going to find a dupe for it or move on to something else. But this is amazing, and it sucks because it's not cruelty-free. It's the Dr. Jart's, it's the Tiger Grass color correcting treatment, and I put this on with a brush because it is color correcting. It's green, but then when you put it on and then rub it in, it kind of goes to your skin tone, but it like doesn't add coverage, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of blends in. But what I love the most about this is it fills your pores like absolutely nobody's business. You don't have pores after using this. And I only put this in the areas where I have pores because those are the only things that I'm really self-conscious about. I could have acne scars and stuff like that peeking through, but when I stopped wearing foundation, I found that my pores were just what I was most self-conscious about. Not wearing foundation, you really have to customize what you want what you want in your makeup, you know? Like for me, my pores might be what I'm self-conscious about, so I'll find a really good pore filling primer to use instead. Or if you can't find a good primer, you can just use any primer at all and then put some translucent powder on your T-zone, and it does a really good job of hiding your pores too. So yeah, you could even use a powder foundation. I have a powder foundation routine too, because before wearing no foundation I wore powder foundation, so if you want to see that, let me know. But yeah, so then I just blend this in with a brush, because since it is tone adjusting, I find that if I use my fingers make it too warm and it turns almost yellowy, so I like blending it in with a brush more than fingers. Then I will move on to bronzer slash contour. This is my everyday no foundation routine, by the way. When I'm actually doing things for Instagram, I will put more makeup on than I would in real life, because my eye looks tend to be very bold, so I'll use something else or something like very intense or a lot more product. But this is my day-to-day, and I figured this would be more what's the word, more convenient for you guys, because you guys probably aren't about to put a full like zombie look on your face. So here's where the tricky part is. You guys probably know, if you're watching my no foundation routine, you know that Jay Kissa doesn't wear foundation either. And what she does is she puts a translucent powder down where she's gonna bronze or blush. But I don't do that. I'm lazy. So what I found the best is just find yourself a good bronzer that's not gonna patch up on you over top of your primer and everything. One of the main times I've found my stuff to get blotchy is when my hair is wet out of the shower. So just make sure that around here before you're putting your bronzer on, you either really don't touch that, or you make sure it's very dry, or you just dry your hair before you do your makeup. But anyways, a good bronzer I like that's from the drugstore is this one. I hope you can see it. It's by Catrice. Sorry, my ring light is like... It's the Catrice Sun Lover Glow Bronzing Powder, and I really like this. For bronzers, the only time I can wear bronzers is in the summer because I'm so pale. But I find that if I put it, and I could even then, I have to barely put any on. Otherwise, I'll just Oompa Loompa status. Like, I can't wear bronzer really. Most times I have to use contours for my bronzer anyways, because like I'm so pale. I have been using the Catrice one, and then I'll use it with a fluffy brush, and the trick is to take a little bit at a time and tap it in around the areas like you bronze. If you start swiping and stuff like that, you have more of a chance of it getting patchy. So use it a little bit at a time and you should be good. But today I want to use a cream bronzer or stick bronzer, just because that's what I think I want to do today. And when you're not wearing foundation, cream products are your best friends. I find that it's so hard to make a cream product look patchy when you're not wearing foundation, and it just blends and melts into your skin beautifully. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Amber. It is a little warm for me, but like I said, all contours and bronzers typically are. So I'm not really going to be contouring today. It's going to be more of bronzing. That's what I've been doing lately, just because the struggle of finding a contour shade that's actually going to work for me is hard. So I have to use contours as bronzers, and then I have to figure out like what I'm going to do for a contour. Did that make any sense? I'm sorry. So I put quite a bit of this on, and it looks like a lot, but when you blend it out, it actually gets pretty sheer. I'm going to put some up my nose to match my outer face with my inner face. How many faces do you got, girl? So there's that. Sometimes in pictures I'll go under here just to match everything, because then I normally do my collarbones and stuff. But like I said, I'm not doing my Instagram makeup, I'm doing my day-to-day makeup. Then I'll take my Eco Tools, what brush is this? Precision foundation brush. It has kind of like an angle like that, and I just find it's perfect to blend this out, and it's very dense, so it works great with cream products. So we're just gonna go for it. And this is the nose I like to use for bronzing or contouring around my nose. This is the nose I like to use. This is the brush I like to use. It's EcoTools. I love EcoTools brushes, you guys. This is the Precision Concealer Brush. So it's basically like that Precision foundation brush, except it's small. It's got that angle. And I just think this is the perfect brush for around the nose. So yeah, there's that done. Now I'm gonna move on to blush, and you could totally use a cream blush. Cream blush. I love using cream blushes, but it's really hard to find face products that work for me because I'm so pale. Even eye products, because everything turns up so much darker on my face. It's really hard for me to find foundation, of course, but I don't wear foundation anymore, so that's like a bonus. Contour, bronzer, blush. Lots of blushes just look crazy on me, especially since I pull so cool toned. I need something like purple blushes legit just look normal on me. That's how like weird my skin tone is. They look like a normal like pinky peach bronzer, which is freaking weird. I'll show you guys sometime. I have the Urban Decay Bittersweet blush, and I'll have to put it on for you guys sometime. I'm not gonna do it today because it literally looks normal on my face. It's a weird situation, but I'm gonna use my favorite brush. My gosh, my favorite blush. This is the Sparrow Cosmetics Lonely Hearts Club. You guys, if you have not found the love of your life blush, this, I'm telling you, will work for so many skin tones, and it's just beautiful. Sometimes I'll take a big brush like this, or sometimes I use lots of EcoTools brushes. I love them. This is the EcoTools blending and bronzing brush, and then there's like a smaller version of it, which is the stippling brush. I go back and forth. I might use this one today because I don't know how much blush I want on my face. Nope, I'm gonna use the big one. I want a lot. No, I should use this one. I'm gonna use the little one. Sorry. Sometimes I use this one for bronzer as well because it's just, if it's really good. But I'm just gonna put it on. And I like to put some on my nose. I almost never blush without putting some on my nose, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now once I'm all done with those types of face products, I will go in with my full powder brush. So then I'll just take this with nothing on it and just kind of tap over all my face stuff to really blend it in and make it look like my face. Like that's just how my face is. Just make sure there's nothing, yeah. Sparrow Cosmetics sends me some things to try out, and this is a highlight from their upcoming fall collection, which I'm so excited. It's so pretty. I wish you guys could, can you guys see it? Well, yeah, that's gonna work. I don't know if you can see it that well because of my lights, but it's so pretty. This one's called Golem. Holy smokes. I haven't tried this one yet, and so I'm real excited. I'm going to use my ColourPop F5 brush. Man, this is so pretty. I just want to stare at it. So my highlights kind of like are all over the place, like depending on what I'm in the mood for that day. So I could do like a video on all my favorite highlights, maybe. Although I feel like so many people have a video like that up. So this one does look like there's some noticeable little glitters in there, which I actually have not been minding at all lately. I've been into that lately, which all up until like basically just like this past week, I have not really been into shimmery highlights, but I think, I don't know. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm into this. Holy cow. Sparrow Cosmetics. You have like changed my whole world view. These shimmery glitteries are actually freaking gorgeous. Like I said, lately I've been into that. I think it's the summer that has like converted me to the dark side or whatever. I was gonna take a no makeup picture. This is coming out with their fall collection, which comes out in August, which I know is a ways away, but they have so many more like amazing highlights. You guys, like, if you haven't tried their highlights, y'all are missing out. They got some unique highlights, like the most unique highlights I've ever seen. A couple of my favorites from them is Immortal, their loose highlight number 3. I wear that in like close to all of my Instagram makeup looks. I like Can't Pin Me Down. This one is really unique as well. Holy cow, this one is so unique actually. It looks like a light on your face. It doesn't look like a highlight. It literally looks like a light, like it looks like a black light kind of. I don't know how to explain it. Another one I really like from them that I'm just about out of, their Clumsy highlight. I really like that one too. That one has no shimmer or glitter at all. It's just a beautiful sheen. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up my makeup, which all I have left to do is my brows, but this was my no foundation routine, so I figured you guys wouldn't want to stick around for brows because brows are boring. But yeah, I'm just gonna pop off and then pop back on. Oh, it sounded gross. Hey, so I'm done with my makeup. I just decided to take a little bit of Sparrow Cosmetics liquid eyeshadows. They have some new liquid eyeshadows, and I just put one on. Sometimes when I'm taking pictures for Instagram, I will like accentuate my freckles. I have freckles that you can't really see on camera, but you can kind of see them in person, which makes it kind of weird because you can see a little bit of them when I'm like photographing them, but it's just kind of like awkward, so I just accentuate them by making them a little darker. What we are looking like. So you can see some of my imperfections still, which I'm totally okay with. I have some acne scarring, that's just how it is. If you weren't comfortable with that, obviously you could go in and cover those, but you can go and spot conceal. But yeah, that's how it is. And can't you just see how well I have quite a bit of pores on my nose? Not so much now that I stopped wearing foundation. When I wore foundation I had really enlarged pores, but I still have them on my nose. But that primer just did such a good job concealing them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you want to see how I did my eyelash extensions, go check out that video too. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video if you watch it.